And joining me now for more on the promising vaccine news is one of the doctors leading the Pfizer trial. Dr. Onyema Ogbuagwu is the Associate Professor of Medicine and Infectious Disease Specialist at Yale. Dr. Ogbuagwu, thanks so much for being here. You know, the number most often discussed was that a vaccine would hopefully be at least 50% effective. Now you have both Pfizer and Moderna reporting that their vaccines are more than 90% effective. How were you able to reach that high level of efficacy, and what does that mean for the process moving forward?
Yeah, first of all, thank you for having me, Diane. I think, those of us involved in the trials are really super excited by the results that were really quite unexpected. We'd quite expected that the vaccines should at least have more than 50% efficacy, which is what the FDA said thus far. But it's just so heartwarming that vaccines have been so effective. And it's great because, having a very effective vaccine would help us achieve the so-called herd immunity, which would mean that if we have enough people who receive the vaccine and are protected against the virus, this could really be the beginning of the end of the epidemic. Obviously, there are insufficient doses for everyone, like has been mentioned already, and we're hoping that as we start to phase in the vaccine and also to have more doses in the first quarter of 2021, that might mean really the epidemic ending.
And, those words just change the game so much, and it's been a while, maybe at all, since we've heard them. But we know we're not there yet. Pfizer's launching a pilot delivery program in 4 states. One of the big challenges is that the vaccine needs to be stored at negative 94 degrees. So how do you do that while shipping?
Yeah, so it's recognized that the cold chain is an issue, especially for the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines. But these have been known way ahead of time, and so preparations are being made both on the.
Mr. President-elect, Madam Vice President-elect, thank you for this profound opportunity to return to the Treasury Department and serve the American people. I know firsthand the President-elect's capacity to lift our country out of hard times because I had the privilege of working with him to help Americans recover from the Great Recession. In California's Inland Empire, where I had grown up in a working-class neighborhood, the Great Recession hit us hard. We were one of the foreclosure capitals in the United States. The pain of this was real for me. It wasn't just numbers in a report or stories on the nightly news, but neighbors and friends who lost everything. I was proud of the work I got to do at the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, protecting American consumers, and at the Treasury Department, helping to grow the U.S. economy. I was proud also of getting a chance to serve with leaders like the President-elect, who oversaw the Recovery Act's implementation, investing in American workers, betting on their resilience and drive, and giving families a chance to get up off the mat. I believe that's what public service is all about at its best. Giving people a fair shot when they need it most, offering hope through the dark times, and making sure that our economy works not just for the wealthy, but for the hardworking people who make it run. Those are the lessons I learned from my parents, an elementary school principal and a nurse who came to America to build a better life for me and my siblings. They taught us that we have a responsibility to serve our community and the country.